Hello everybody, I am Roberto Ferrari from the University of Ferrara and I'm here to tell you that to have elevated blood pressure is bad. It damages the heart, the brain and the kidney. And the problem is that you do not feel the level of pressure in the pipes of your body. For this reason, hypertension or high blood pressure is considered the silent killer. This is because there is too much salt in your meal. So please, my message to you is please reduce the salt in your meal. Cook with less salt. Remember, this is an S.O.S. Step down with your salt. It's very important for your health. Of course, this can be done, and Dr.
Kiran Kumar Reddy
will tell you how to do it.
Thank you, Dr. Roberto Ferrari, for creating an awareness in the step down of salt intake. Since in India the perception regarding the harmful effects of high salt intake and the practices limit the salt intake is very low. WHO recommended daily salt intake is 5 grams, but in India it is almost the daily usage of salt limit is 11 grams, which is against the WHO recommendation of 5 grams of salt intake per day. This high salt intake usually leads to increased number of deaths related to cardiovascular diseases like heart attack and brain stroke, and also leads to kidney failure. These are the harmful effects of high salt intake. So how can one reduce the high salt intake? So there are some recommendations or some practices you can try on to reduce the salt intake, like you can avoid addition of salt while cooking rice or in the dough for making chapatis or puris, and then restrict the amount of salt in seasoning the salads or cut vegetables and fruits. And another thing is you can also restrict the salt intake while eating the curd along with the curd rice. And another important thing is you can almost like remove the salt jar from your dining table, which helps in greater reduction of salt intake. And also avoid all the processed foods like packed and processed foods, and also the pickles which contains high amount of salt. These are some practices which help in reducing the salt intake. So high salt intake is a silent killer, which is a lot of people are unaware about it. So at least from now onwards, try to reduce the salt intake to 5 grams per day and reduce the risk of death from various cardiovascular diseases and renal problems.